Is it just me, or did 2025 go by super fast? There's something we need to pay attention to when it comes to time, and it feels like the new calendar year, 2026, is going to also move fairly quickly. But our perception of time moving quickly is going to change. It is the year of the horse, and horses are fast-moving creatures, but they're also wild and free. So Spirit is saying that there is an energy of connecting with the wild within you, the wilderness within you, and the wilderness around you, getting rid of routine, changing something up, or changing the way that we even perceive routine, and steamrolling through some difficult portals and timeline shifts, steamrolling in a positive way. It's like we want to smooth something out that has been rather wrinkly and crinkly. Okay, like a wrinkle in time. It's almost like 2025 was a little bit of a wrinkle in time. So I also have this message coming through that there's going to be a little bit of a redo. Something that didn't go well in 2025 for you, or you felt stalled, like your progress was stalled, or you couldn't get something off the ground, is going to move much quicker now in 2026. There's something going on with time, okay? Time is perhaps being altered in some way, okay? Or it's not what it seems. And we're going to have a different relationship to time. And one way in which we can have a different, more aligned relationship with time is by connecting with the wild within and without. So wild and wilderness are key concepts that are coming through for 2026, at least for me as I'm feeling the energy. Now, I also got a message about a dark horse that's going to come through in 2026, something very unexpected to shake things up. And I feel like this is going to cause a little bit of a fracture in terms of the collective, where people will find themselves on different sides of a fault line, okay? It's like a timeline needs to split in a sense. And I'm seeing like a split happen, but then it comes back around, okay? Maybe 2028, I'm hearing it comes back around. But it's like there needs to be different journeys that are taken in order for the collective to have a more holistic view of what's going on. Now, I don't know if this is like a global collective or just a collective here or what, but it feels kind of large. It feels like a big group of people. So we're going to look at you, though, in particular, and see what's going on with you. Now, so there could be a dark horse that comes through in your life, something very unexpected, and I feel like it brings you relief. There's also, again, that energy of freedom and running free, and forces that try to stop you from running free. It's like you're out of the gates, moving quickly for your benefit. I know sometimes we want to slow down time and we're like, where has the year gone? But there is something about this fast moving energy that is for your benefit. Okay? You don't have to spend so much time in this kind of purgatory or sorrow energy that you may experience from time to time throughout the year. It's like you're able to get out of things quickly. Okay, you've learned a lot of lessons and you have the tools to get yourself out of those pits of stagnancy that may pop up throughout the year because of your own shadow work stuff that you're going through and doing, or from outside external forces. So we're out of the gates, but there are entities, forces, pressures, expectations that are going to be placed on us collectively and also individually to get us to go back in the stable so that we don't run wild and free. Okay, so this is something to be aware of, something to take note of. And it feels like the dark horse might come in and disrupt those who are trying to keep us enslaved in the matrix, or maybe in our personal life, those of us who are experiencing interpersonal relationships that have someone who doesn't want to see us live up to our full potential. Something's coming through to disrupt that dynamic, to allow us to have a portal, an opening, to run through. I'm seeing like the horse run through that timeline so it doesn't have to transmute the energy. It's like you can just run through it. I don't know how else to explain what I'm seeing, but it feels like if you find yourself worried about what may come, know that you have the force, I'm hearing, of the wind behind you. Okay? So I'm going to pull 3 cards, and we're going to look at you individually, personally, and see what's coming through for you for 2026, the new calendar year. We're going to look at, I have a little spread here. We're going to look at what do you need to leave behind, what is coming in for you, what is an obstacle that might challenge you this year, how can you overcome this obstacle, and what do you need to know as you step into the new year. There'll be other messages that come through, I'm sure. So I'm going to pull 3 cards from this archetype deck and see the archetype that you're working with for 2026. And you can choose your group based on the card that you feel intuitively guided towards. I'm going to keep them face down though, because there is a message here as well that it's time to use your intuition on a different level. So perhaps you're very intuitive. Well, you're here, but you get a lot of confirmation, a lot of validation, a lot of signs and synchronicities come your way. It's like your spirit guides know you need a little bit of support here and there to tell you, yes, you're on the right track. And that's all good. But there's a leveling up that's happening now. There's a moment in time that's approaching where you're not going to have any validation. You're not going to have any confirmation. There won't be any signs and synchronicities in the way you typically experience them. They might be around though, but you'll have to keep a better eye out. But Spirit wants you to trust your intuition. Just you with yourself, okay? Not needing anything outside of yourself to confirm what it is that you're feeling and knowing. Intuition usually comes with a knowing, not just a feeling, okay? So there's usually some supportive energy you can feel in there, okay? It doesn't come through as a fear or a threat or a worry or an anxiety or an ego drive. It's something much quieter. So trusting your intuition with yourself without getting any confirmation outside of yourself is going to help you strengthen that muscle. There's something about seeing the horse again. Leading. You're going to be a leader. You're going to step into a role as a leader. And people might come to you for confirmation or validation. So you need to know how to trust your intuition. Okay, so let's get 3 cards. You can choose to watch more than one group. If you choose, you can watch 2, all 3, whatever you decide. I'm also going to pull some charms to help guide you. So let's get the 3 cards for group 1, Spirit. And group 2. I'm seeing the color blue. I'm seeing a lot of like a blue ocean, like a port, something coming in. Okay. Something about past life too. Whoa, group 2, you're talkative. Your guides are talkative, I'm getting. I don't usually reference guides specifically. I usually just reference spirit in general. So there's something there about maybe making more specific connections to your guides or to, if you want, your higher mind and the different aspects of your higher mind. Interesting. There's some other cards that want to come through. I'm just going to pull them. My intuition is telling me the Maiden, the Kiss, and the Hunter. There's the horse. Thank you, Spirit. Okay, this is maybe a collective message or a message for all 3 groups here. The Maiden, the Kiss, and the Hunter. There's a deeper connection coming through. In 2026. You have a determination to experience that which you have been missing. Whatever it is you feel you've been missing or you want more of, there's a certain kind of determination this year that you're going to feel. you feel ready for this too. There's a certain feeling of revitalization, freshness, also a delicate kind of feeling, a little bit of vulnerability here, but a passion to go experience something. I'm hearing once again. And you're guided here with this light, the hunter, the horse, out of the gates. Some of you have been longing for freedom, and maybe you didn't want to leave someone behind, or someone didn't want to leave you behind. They were holding your hand, stay with me in the moon, stay with me in the void, in the dark. And you were with this energy of this person, or maybe it's an aspect of yourself, for a long time. But now you're feeling this new energy, this lightness, this desire to go see what else is out there. Okay? So take that message if it resonates, and if it doesn't, don't worry about it. I'm just going to keep the hunter card out since it has the horse on it and put the rest in the deck. And I will actually, if you'll allow for some patience, I do want to read the hunter card because it's so synchronistic that it came out for the year of the horse. So let's read this as a general kind of message for 2026. The seeker, the pursuer, the predator, the hunter hunts. They are on a precise mission with an aim. To return home empty-handed would be to fail, which is not an option in the hunter's eyes. This archetype will journey far and wide, seeking the prize that calls to its heart or stomach. Tales of bravery and feats of strength often result, creating a life full of adventure. The hunter is skillful, quick, decisive, and result-oriented. Like the great hunting goddess Artemis, Artemis, who carries her quiver upon her back. The hunter typically has a weapon of choice. When this card appears, it is critical that you ask 3 questions. What am I hunting? Why am I hunting it? Is the weapon I hold so tightly in my grip truly needed for the task at hand? Ooh, now I feel like we need to ask those questions in the readings. Okay, I'm going to keep this open and hopefully I'll remember to do that. Focused, energized, respectful, seasoned. Wow. And it says to go deeper, it says Frida Kahlo's The Wounded Deer. And I feel like we just came out of the year of the stag. I do. Okay. Like archetypally, not in the Chinese New Year. Okay, so the hunter, the horse, the dark horse. Let's get into each group. I'm going to pull some charms. Group 1, we have this bird singing a song at night. I heard midnight, maybe a nightingale kind of vibe. The letter D, a lemniscat, a candy cane, a golden candy cane. This cute little rainbow sunflower, a mushroom, the letter R, a cross, the letter N, another D, another D, a scissors, and a snowflake. Second group, there's something about winter in that energy over there. In group 1, ooh, we have a lot for group 2. Yeah, group 2's kind of got a lot to say. The letter U, a white string, the charm Love Me, a fairy, a pentacle, Aries, Leo, this big key that says love, 555, this computer mouse that says love on it, the letter Q, the letter E, a cup, maybe an ace of cups, and a heart. Could also be a wine glass. Okay, let's see for group 3. Taurus, Field Notes, 753 charm. Laugh, the word laugh. A black star, a crescent moon, the letter M, the letter W, the letter D, the letter O, the number 6, the number 9, a dragonfly, and I feel guided to pull a couple more. Saturn and the letter S. Wait, one more. The letter J and another S. Okay, so I'm going to show you the cards, and then you can go ahead and choose your group, and I'll see you in your readings. Okay, group 1. Let's see what archetype you're going to be working with in 2026. Ooh, the gem. I love that. It reminds me of this little guy right here. Beautiful gem you're going to find in 2026. Let's get a little bit more on this gem. What is this gem? I'm seeing you run right towards it. You're after it. There's no holding you back anymore. There's something special about this year with the snowflake, something unique to your journey and your journey alone. I'm hearing Nepal. I don't know. Maybe some of you want to look at Nepal for some reason. It's a place to go, or what it has to offer, or maybe you're there, or the history of it. Something about the wilderness again. Okay, tell me more about this gem. Deep diver, diving into a task. Ooh, you're going deep diving, hunting and deep diving for this gem. You're not playing around this year. No way. And the number 10 coming through, this is completion. And we also have 46 and 9. Okay, deep diving into a task. These jellyfish. There is a potential of getting stung this year. However, that said, the antidote for the sting will be very close by. But you must tell someone that you need this antidote. Okay? Don't expect somebody to know automatically. You may not even know automatically what you need. But it is smart. It is wise to tell someone that you feel a little off, or you feel like maybe something's hurting. Okay, this could be emotionally, psychically, financially, whatever you go through. There's something coming through this year. I'm not saying it's a tower moment. It's a little sting, like a jellyfish sting. And somebody around you has the antidote. And it's not what you might be thinking. It's something not gross. Okay, it's somebody has the antidote for you. And it's going to take the sting away immediately. But you have to let someone know that you're feeling a sting. Maybe you get in a pinch with something. Don't try to do something just by yourself or tough it out. Especially if you're a Capricorn, okay? This is just coming through, or you have Capricorn in your chart. Or it happens in Capricorn season. Let someone know. Okay? Other than that, that just came through right away. Other than that, I'm seeing you very determined. And this is maybe why you don't stop to ask for, hey, like, this isn't, I'm kind of in a jam here, or this isn't feeling so good. What do you recommend I do? You might not be in that mood or in that vibe because you're so concentrated and focused on this gem and how to get it. And you've seen it. It's sparkling. It's not like it's hidden. You can see this gem. You have your eye on the prize. Okay? It's okay to stop for a second, to rest, and to get the antidote you need. This is what's coming through, okay? The Lemniscat. This feels like something that was on your path before, but you took a different path instead. Like there was a fork in the road and you took one way, and this was on the other path. Okay, but how do I say this? You could have felt like I might be missing something because I chose this life instead, but this gem was always going to meet back up with you. Okay, it would have just came earlier on the other path. Doesn't mean you chose the wrong path. Okay, I'm seeing like it's like a video game, where if you get to a fork in the road and you choose one way or another, and you're missing some specials and some gems and some things that you could find, some secrets, but you want to go that way for whatever reason. it's like Spirit's giving you the choice to go back around and get this gem. I hope that makes sense. Okay. I don't know why it's showing up like a video game, but it is. It's like the map opens more and you realize, oh, that gem over there, I could still get it. I don't have to go this way. I could go around and get it. Okay, so let's see. What do you need? Well, let's actually ask these questions since they're so pertinent to your reading. What are you hunting? Let's ask this. What are you hunting in 2026? What is this gem? What is this gem? Spirit, what is this gem? Well, we'll get all three out for group 1 for their highest good. I'm hearing some names here. I'm always hesitant to say the names because I don't want anyone to feel like it's not their reading and they're left out. But I'm hearing Jolene, Cindy, Paul, something else with a P, PR. Ooh. I'm going to shuffle again because I was distracted. But the cards that came out are Honesty, Rebirth, Bear Spirit, and Keep Going. I feel like this goes back to the jellyfish sting. You may also sting someone too, okay? Maybe not knowingly, but there's something here you need to be honest about when it comes to this antidote you need. It's going to help you keep going, okay, with this rebirth. But let's see. Let's get one card, Spirit. I was going to cut the deck, so let's do that. 1, 2, 3. Sagittarius season in 2026 could be important for you. I mean, no, well, hold on. Okay, let's see. What are you hunting? Why are you hunting it? And is the weapon you hold so tightly in your grip truly needed for the task at hand? I'm putting them face down. So let's get a tarot card for each. Okay, what are you hunting? Harmony. The 5 of Wands. To settle some conflict. Okay, there's been too many opinions, perhaps, too many perspectives, too many birds in your ear. Or it's like too many opinions. Everybody has an opinion of who you are, what you should do. There's some consolidation that's happening in your life in 2026, and there's a resolution of conflict. So you're hunting harmony. Hold on, there's some more coming through here. This is a spiritual quest as well as something practical. But it's something about understanding your divine role in this life. There's also something about consolidating spiritual viewpoints, okay, understanding the connection between different spiritual teachings, maybe different religions or perspectives, and not seeing everything as so divided, or you're bringing that into the world in some way. You're combining a lot of resources. The snowflake, there's something unique about what you're doing. Same here with all the colors and the rainbow. It's like the gem. You understand what's at the crux and the core of different perspectives and what to value, what to take and what not to take. Now, this could be happening literally too, in terms of a choice you need to make. Tell me more about that. Nice. The 8 of Pentacles with this fallen house of cards. There's a focus on building something that is solid and stable. And again, the 5-pointed star is bringing all the elements together under the umbrella of spirit and soul. Okay, so something that didn't really have legs to stand on falls. Okay, a false belief, a worn out perspective. I'm seeing like an abandoned house here. Maybe, I don't know. Something comes down after a long time of being propped up. It was never solid to begin with, and it was causing conflict in your life. And you're determined to dive deeper into what truly matters in 2026. Maybe you're not feeling this yet. Maybe you are. But you're going to put a lot of hard work into this. Okay, so that's what you're hunting for. Now, why are you doing this? Ceremony and the Queen of Swords. Well, you want the truth and nothing but the truth. So help you Spirit. So help you God, right? Maybe there's something legal going on. But it feels more like a spiritual court. It's like you're putting all the evidence out there that you found, and you're really looking at what's at stake, what matters. There's justice energy coming through. Balancing out your priorities. There's a truth ceremony. And diving deep into the core of life, really your life, and the time you have here, and deciding how you want to spend that. Remember, our perspective of time is going to change. You're doing all this because you are determined to live a life of truth. And you've been initiated. There's been a ceremony. You're initiated. I feel like this has already happened with this gem. This is probably what you see now. You've been initiated, and now you see the gem. You were given this gem. You were initiated into a frequency of truth. And I'm not talking just about personal truth, but like broader fields of energies and their truths too. You can see through the facade. You can see through the lies. You can see through the matrix. You can see the truth. And why the truth is so important when it comes to setting you free. Right. The truth shall set you free. And I said that there are forces and entities and energies that are going to come through this year and try to put you back in the stable. So there'll be people around you who may want you to lie, tell a lie, a white lie. I had someone tell me recently, they're like, what did they say? They said, oh, I told so-and-so that we weren't able to go to this because you had that, which was a lie, right? They just wanted to get out of some plan, and they told me to go along with this lie. And, in the past, I would have been like, yeah, whatever, sure. But I just stopped we were walking, I stopped in my tracks, and I'm like, you want me to lie? It was such a small lie. But in that moment, I realized, like, that's not my jam anymore. And it was at one point. Sure, I told lies here and there. Of course. We all have at one point or another, especially to get out of plans. But this time something shifted and something changed. And I feel like this is going to happen to you. Someone might ask you to tell a little lie, and you're going to realize how a little lie can lend itself to much bigger lies that you don't want to be karmically beholden to. Okay? So, the weapon you hold so tightly in your grip, is it truly needed for the task at hand? Well, what is the weapon? 3 of Cups, Spirit of the Sky. Wow. Is the weapon you hold tightly in your grip truly needed for the task at hand? And I feel like the weapon you're holding in your hand is this bird's eye view, this larger perspective of what really matters. Is it really the weapon that you should use? I'd say yes with the 3 of Cups. There will be others who don't want to hear truths, who do not want harmony. And I feel like you're going to meet up with those people in some way. There could be gossip, competition, people who feel intimidated by you, jealous, but also inspired at the same time. And Spirit is saying you have to keep that bird's eye view of the whole situation. Not just what she said and he said and over there, but like look larger at the larger picture. Just like the white lie, right? Well, if I do this, then what else am I willing to do? There's something like that happening. So let's get into the other reading that I plan to do for you, but that's what you're hunting for, and I'm here for it. I love it. I think it's awesome. So good for you. But let's get into more details here. The gem is a spiritual truth, and you're going for it. There's an evolution that you're having of the self. 314 could mean something for someone, or just 14, temperance energy. Okay, let's see. I'm going to get all the cards out. I just saw the card Wish. You will get what you're diving for. Okay, so just to ground this message a little bit, because it's been a little bit in the energy field, if you want to find a job that's more in alignment with you, to move to a new place that supports your soul and your spirit and has the right energy grid for you, if you want to have a connection that lights you up inside and that is multifaceted and is something that you keep growing into, then you can have that. The key to getting it is to choose what aligns with the bigger picture that you see for yourself and for others, for the highest good. But more for, let's take it down a notch, but what you see is in alignment with you and your energy. We all get into things that we're like, I don't know, this isn't like, I'm just doing this because I need money, or I'm just doing that because I'm just friends with that person because, you know, they're always around and we ended up talking and hanging out. But like, it's not really like, don't do those things anymore. Choose other things. And I feel you will. I feel you will. Okay. 5 cards. 2, 3. 2026. What's in store for group 1? The details matter, I'm hearing. I'm putting them face down again, which I find interesting. So things will be revealed to you over time, which is interesting because Spirit's telling you to take a larger perspective. So there's things that you will not be able to see, obviously, but it doesn't mean you can't imagine what they might be. Imagining what something could be is the pathway to manifestation. Okay, so if you're like, well, I can't get a bird's eye view, I can't see 10 steps ahead, I don't really know what's going to happen, correct. But what do you imagine it to be based on your intuition and your intuition alone? What is your intuition telling you something could be? You're going to surprise yourself, I'm hearing. What do you need to leave behind? The Fool and the 6 of Swords. Ooh. There's a little bit of a careless, reckless energy here. Okay, this is like, I'm going to take a risk and not think twice about it. So you could be getting more vigilant with your actions, with your thoughts, with your words. There's a kind of laissez-faire attitude here. Oh, I'll just throw on this and who cares what it's doing to my subconscious as I sleep or as I cook my meal. I just have this on in the background. Perhaps you're going to start being more discerning and engaged with the world around you and what it's doing to you or what you are doing to it. But there's something else here too. There's also a thought form here where you've told yourself, oh, my life is what it is. I'm X years old now. And, you know, that path I wanted to take, that journey I wanted to go on, you know, it's not going to happen for me. So I might as well just get straight with what's going on, my so-called reality, and forget about that and move on. Like, so Spirit's saying, well, why would you do that to yourself? Why would you limit your own possibilities? Yes, I understand why. It's so that you don't get disappointed if something doesn't happen that you want, but you're already closing the door before you're even giving it a chance to manifest. This is that gem, right? It's like it's still available to you even though you chose another path. Can you see it? I bet you can see it. Maybe just a glimmer of it. Maybe you think it's a wish, a hope, and a dream without any real practical way to get it, but that's not true. Spirit is saying what you need to release as you move into this new calendar year is the idea that the time has passed, that's no longer available to me, it's too late. Because it's not. What is coming in this new year? Beautiful. Oh my goodness, I love these cards together. Not only do they look beautiful together, the energy's just chef's kiss. Maybe you're going to cook some more this year. You should. The moon and courage. Look at that beautiful courage card. The lion, the sun, bravery, nobility. The sun. The lion is the sun too. The sun and the moon. You are going to bring the light to the dark this year. What has been in the shadows, what you have forgotten, what you have decided or said to yourself that I cannot have, you are going to change that around. That's strange. I just got a message and I have do not disturb on, and that person is not on my list to be able to get through to me. And they are, and what they're saying is kind of like, I don't want to hear it right now because I'm doing this, but just in general. So there could be someone, again, who has opinions of what you should do. You need to have the courage to be bold and to venture into the unexpected. Well, that's what's coming through. It's happening this year. The courage to venture into the moon energy, the subconscious, the dream state, the intuitive realms. And I'm seeing the 3 fates here with these wolves and this key to change your destiny as it's been playing out. Like, hey, wait a second. I actually would like to have this gem. And Spirit's like, okay, go for it. I mean, you're working hard. You got the determination. You're guided with this hunter card and the light, the deep diving into a task. Remember to ask for help when you get stung here and there, but have the courage to keep going forward with this mystery adventure that you've wanted to pursue, but you haven't. Okay. What's an obstacle you'll face in the new year? Tiger spirit. Interesting. I just watched something about lions and tigers and their differences and how lions, I don't know if this is true, but this is what I saw, and it's just the message that matters, not whether it's true or not. Interesting. Speaking of truth, maybe it does matter then. Let's hold that thought. The lion is affectionate, cuddly, family-oriented, and the tiger is not. Tiger is more independent. And when I saw this thing, I thought, oh, well, Pixel, my cat, is definitely a tiger. Okay. Where my boys are more in the lion family. Lion, lying. Truth doesn't matter. Interesting. So what's this? 8 of Wands with the tiger spirit, the challenge. The challenge is you are on a mission, and it's a soul mission, but it doesn't necessarily mean it's a solo mission. So careful not to get too isolated in your endeavors, okay? Or so headstrong that you just push through what other people around you might feel. How do I say this, Spirit? Well, don't disregard those you care about and others who have done no harm to you in your pursuit of what you want this year. have the courage, okay, to go after what you want, but stay relationship oriented. And this could be relationship with animals. This could be relationship with your neighbors, your community. It could be a romantic relationship, a friendship. It's like, don't become so tunnel vision focused that you're like, I don't, like the person who texted me, I don't care about what you have to say. Okay, there's a lot of opinions coming towards you, but you don't have to write everyone off wholesale. Because this is the challenge, and this is your ambition of like, I'm just going to do this my way, the highway. I don't care what anybody has to say. And I feel like that's not exactly the attitude you want to take, because you will need somebody's help at some point. Right. And if you act like the tiger too much, then people might just stay away. When you need them, they won't be there. So hold that in your mind, okay, as you go forward. How can you overcome this obstacle? Flow. An Ace of Cups. Oh, beautiful. There's a softness, a gentle energy Spirit wants you to embody as you deep dive into this task of finding the gem. And of course, if you're trying to find a spiritual truth, you have to attune yourself to others' perspectives, others' energies. Okay, you have to integrate. You know, one of the things that is talked about sometimes, depending on what kind of tarot reader you are, but is the need to individuate, right? The need to break out of collective matrix mentality and to find your own path, find your own soul. But that doesn't mean you stay on an island after you've discovered yourself. It means you bring that new wisdom and that new knowledge, that integrated self that you now have, back into the collective energy to help shift the collective. Okay, so you have to come back from that island after you find the gem. Okay? Flow. Try not to be so headstrong, okay? If there's an obstacle that comes in your way, consider it. Is this something that, is telling me to take a moment, take a pause, and then I can resume my journey afterwards? I wouldn't disregard people who are, Queen of Wands, people who are trying to give you insights into things that might sting you. Okay? Now, not everybody is going to have good advice, but there are some people who will. So it's nuanced and it's balanced. Okay, so what do you need to know as you step into this new year? Intuition. Yeah, you got to trust that intuition. And your intuition is going to get stronger. With the Six of Cups, oh my goodness. You were an intuitive little baby, weren't you? An intuitive child. Yes, you were. Well, that's coming back in 2026 in a big way. That's the gem, really, that you're finding. It's this soul truth of how intuitive you are. And this could even be like psychic abilities here. There's also a message to trust your intuition. And I know this can be controversial, what I'm about to say, but I am seeing it here. To trust your intuition over and above your historical knowledge. So sometimes when things happen in the past, we say the best predictor of the future is the past. Right? This is what happened to me in the past. This is what this person did in the past. This is what unfolded in the past. So therefore, that's going to happen in the future. Right? I see this pattern then. I recognize it. And now I'm going to adjust my life to expect that pattern to play out again. And Spirit's saying, but your intuition is telling you something different. Your intuition is holding new knowledge about a different timeline that's happening. One that is not a repetition of the past. Okay? And this goes back to our childhood intuition, right? We're kind of clean slates when we're children. We don't have that historical knowledge, oh, so-and-so did this and that's what that means. And, we're learning the world as we go. And Spirit wants you to embody that energy again as you trust your intuition in 2026. Something's going to pop up in 2026 and you're going to look at it and be like, well, that's just going to be a repeat of what happened to me before. And Spirit's asking you to question yourself. Well, is my intuition saying something else? And then my rational mind comes on and says, well, those kinds of people, I've been around people like that and they're all like that. Spirit's saying, don't give something a chance. Give something a chance if your intuition is nudging you that way. And it is, I feel. All right, group 2. That's what I have. Oh, group 1. Maybe you should go to group 2. 3003 I just saw. That's what I have for you. I hope that helped. I love you so much. I'll see you next time. Group 2, as I'm reshuffling the decks for you, I'm hearing a lot of things were said. Many masks, the authentic self. Interesting. Many things were said. I don't know what that's referring to, the many masks, the authentic self. But it feels like it's definitely something important for you to hear. So maybe we'll get more on that, but let's see what you got, what card you got, group 2 for 2026 with all these very interesting charms. 555, the fairy, maybe a little trickster energy here, key, love, the string, love me. Aries, I'm seeing Venus in Aries, doesn't have to be, but that just stuck out to me. Let's see, what card? Ooh, the storm. You ready? You got your umbrella and your rain boots and your rain jacket? You ready for the storm in 2026? I think so. Storms are beautiful, They're not all bad. In fact, we need them. Now, I am seeing you come out of the storm, too. It doesn't feel like you're running into it, although you could be here. Either way, the storm does not feel ominous to me. That's not how I feel about this card. Looks like the galaxy, actually. It feels like there might need to be a little bit of a shakeup in 2026 for you to see some possibilities. There's some pieces to the puzzle you haven't been able to get your hands on. What puzzle? I'm not sure. This has something to do with all the things, a lot of things were said. Okay, the storm, change, 555. Let's see what this is all about, group 2. Tell me more about the storm. What is the energy here for the storm? 57 might be important to you, the number. Let's see. The storm. We have 34 and 18, Eyes of the Eagle, Rising Above the Fray, and Lay of the Land, Ancestral Wisdom. Ooh, I just saw someone paving something over with Lay of the Land. It feels like you've been searching for something, or, yeah, it's like the puzzle pieces. You've wanted some clarity here on something. It could be anything. But it's important. And the answer was there at some point, but it's like something, an energy, a thought form, a person, I don't know, they paved over it. And you've been flying high above this field that you're in, this energy field you're in. You're flying above it and you're like, I can't find the thing. Like, I can't find the answer. I don't really understand what's going on here. You know, there's some confusion. And it's because something has been covered up, the mask, right? Something was covered up. So you couldn't really figure it out. But now the storm comes, and it's like the storm is so powerful, it just rips up this pavement that was covering over your ancestral land, your answers, your wisdom that is given to you. Very interesting. I want to ask these questions that are in the book. What are you hunting for this year? Why are you hunting it? And is the weapon I hold so tightly in my grip truly needed for the task at hand? I don't know if it's going to relate to this vision here I'm seeing of this information coming to light after the storm rips through some cover up. Okay, but we're going to find out. So let's see. This could be something else though. I'm hearing time is of the essence. It feels like a gust of wind, like a big a storm. This isn't something you can slow down. It's not something you can stop. Some foundation is going to be ripped up, but it doesn't have to be your foundation that you feel solid and stable and secure in. It's more likely some kind of false belief, false narrative, a cover-up of something. And you're going to feel accomplished once you see what's really underneath the mask, what's really underneath the pavement, because you've been looking for it. You have. You've been hunting for that. But let's see, is there anything else? Oh, interesting. Yes, I feel like this is related. Ooh, group 2. Oh, let me just change there. Let's see. 78, 79 could be important numbers too. There could be a lot of numerology correspondences this year for you. I don't know what that means, but numbers are really standing out to me right now. Seeing a longitude and latitude on a map, maybe something about astrocartography. Seeing postal codes here. Wheel of Fortune at the bottom, and you probably didn't, well, you didn't see that. The way I cut the deck, this card got left behind, and I picked it up so it could be at the bottom. So something that was something that you almost left behind, or somebody wanted you to leave behind, you're going to pick up. Wheel of Fortune, and it's going to create a huge change. This is the storm. It's for your benefit, 100%. There's a riddle. Could have to do with Virgo and Leo, doesn't have to, or just the energies of information and following your heart, being brave. Seeing a red balloon here, could that Aquarius energy too. Unexpected, original. Yes, see, look, you've been looking for it. Okay, let's see. Ooh, interesting. Okay, so what are you hunting for in 2026? We have Spirit of Luck and the Four of Cups. This is like you're almost ready to throw in the towel. You're almost ready to give up on this. Like, resign yourself. Fine, I can't find it. I've been flying around as this eagle. All I see is pavement. I'm hearing Joni Mitchell. They paved paradise and put up a parking lot. Right, and it's you're like, where's my paradise? Where's my ancestral wisdom? Why don't I have the lay of the land when I have the eagle's eye? It doesn't make sense. But it will. Okay? Something about your divine will too. The storm comes. So you're starting to feel like you need a little bit of luck. But as most of you know, I don't believe in luck. I believe in karma. Anything we consider lucky is just karmic cause and effect. And I feel like this storm coming in to rip through this cover up, this something that's been paid over, interesting, paved over. Maybe something has been paid to be hidden. I don't know. That seems very specific. Don't take it if it doesn't resonate, or if you're like, what? If this whole reading isn't resonating, then maybe choose another pile, okay? You're hoping for a clue here. See? It's like you're looking at the puzzle and you're like, what the hell? Where is the piece? And Spirit's like, it's here. It's here. Interesting. And there's something about that what the hell. When I said that, I felt something. Well, maybe you've been asking the wrong energy for the answer that you need. Okay, so why are you hunting for this? We have Judgment with the Page of Cups. this is your spirit, your soul wanting a little bit of a wake-up call here. And the reason why you want a wake-up call, the reason why you want to find out what's really going on is because you want a fair shot at something. Maybe at something you are passionate about, maybe about love. There could be something to do with children here. It doesn't have to be. But it's like you want to figure out what I'm getting is like what's been going on. Okay, so hold on. Why are you hunting for this? The sun. Yeah, you're seeking illumination and growth. It's been dark for so long. You're standing here like, I'm ready to open my heart. I'm ready to be creative. I'm ready to, expand my soul and my energy. And I know I have a fish in this cup. And my head is up. My chin is up. I'm looking forward. I'm not dwelling in anything. I'm good to go, spirit. I have a good spirit. I have a good soul. I'm ready. And it's like something hasn't been taking off or something hasn't been moving or it's just seemed weird. Something has been off. And you're asking spirit, tell me what's going on here in the sun. Well, here you go. So this could be about a very particular situation where something's been hidden and it's definitely being exposed, revealed. Or it could just be more of a general feeling you've had that like something seems off about the energy around you or your own energy. And you're trying to uncover, how do you get back up on the horse? Okay. Well, this is a divine storm energy that's coming through for you. It's beautiful. It's a prayer answered, I feel. Okay, so are you using the right tools? Is the weapon I hold so tightly in my grip truly needed for the task at hand? We have clairaudience with the Emperor. Yes. Yes, it is the right weapon or the right tool for you to use. Clairaudience. Listening to spirit. Okay? So spirit speaks in many ways, but there's something about your clairaudience. This could come through in music, in lyrics. Music without lyrics could give you a certain kind of feeling. Or you could have messages from spirit that you hear audibly, perhaps, or they could be your own voice coming through to you. You may hear voices in dreams. These are all helping you usher in the storm that is being divinely given to you so that this cover-up can be removed and you can really get a lay of the land. And it is something to do with like some knowledge that is meant for you that hasn't been available to you, that someone's tried to stop getting to you. Maybe it is about your ancestry and your family, but it doesn't have to be that. It could be about yourself too, something that's been hidden. Whoa. This is very strong, this energy. Okay. There's a lot of power behind it. Gusts of wind. Very powerful. Okay, so let's answer these questions now. Maybe we'll get more on this, or maybe we'll get more information about other things. What do you need to leave behind? What's coming in? What's an obstacle? How can you overcome the obstacle? And what do you need to know about this new year? All the things said. There were many things said. Clairaudience. There were many things said. You're going to have to use your discernment when it comes to what you're hearing. Putting them face down so we'll see it together. I'm getting there's no time for the wicked. There's no time for the wicked. Usually it's there's no rest for the wicked, right? Because they're always scheming. They can't relax. They can't close their eyes because They're fearful of being caught or fearful of their karma coming back to them. And now they're out of time. Okay, whoever the wicked are. Let's see. What is it that you need to leave behind as you move into 2026? Dear Spirit. Yes, it does feel like we're leaving Dear Spirit behind. Dear Spirit has been so beautiful, the stag. This is really attuning to the energies around you and figuring out what you can trust and what you can't trust. Trusting your instincts as well. I'm hearing and making sure you don't get lost. Let's see, the Knight of Swords. Ooh, look at this energy coming towards little Bambi here. Threats. Threats. That's what you can leave behind. There's been threats. I don't mean literally, hopefully not. I mean, maybe, but this is more like assaults on your mind, you know? Just scrambly kind of communication or misinformation about something, or just straight out lies. People acting reckless, having to be alert at all times to make sure the Knight of Swords doesn't come in and catch you off guard. This is you being very concerned and hypervigilant about a possible storm, about a possible tower. Maybe that's what's been keeping the storm at bay, is because your energy hasn't really been fully ready for what's about to be revealed, but you are now. Because somebody here was maybe telling you that whatever is going to be uncovered, whatever foundation is going to be destroyed, is going to be hard on you, or won't be good for you. And that's not the truth. The truth is the storm is here for you, for your benefit. If you've been having to deal with nasty Nellies, sorry if your name is Nellie, okay, but people who just say offhand remarks to you, rude comments maybe, or maybe even verbally abusive towards you, or they're just nasty with their language, with their words. You know, I'm seeing like knives being shot out of someone's head, like towards you, you know? It's not going to impact you in the way that it used to. Okay? Even if you were good at dealing with it before, this year, it's like you're not even going to think about it. That's what you're leaving behind, is this hypervigilance to the Knight of Swords, to this reckless, vicious at times energy. And having to always be alert, on guard, feeling unsafe in some way. Okay? Some of you have maybe been worried about things in your life, worried about health or money or relationships, just like constant, like low vibe. You know, it's like a hum in the background, low vibe and anxiety. It's just like a constant hum of like, oh, I don't feel good. I feel Spirit saying that's going to be left behind. In fact, the storm's going to rip that right away from you. The hum is being, like, the volume's being turned up. Something's getting amplified so much so that it just breaks the whole thing wide open so that you don't have to listen to that anymore. Do you know what I'm saying? Okay, so what is it that's coming in for you? Ooh, the chakras here. I am divine, connected, expressed, loved, strong, creative, and safe with the Queen of Pentacles. Yes, group 2. That's what I'm talking about. You feel fully aligned and safe that you can handle the storm. And not only can you handle it, you deserve the storm. You deserve that pavement to be ripped up so you can see the paradise of that divine ancestral knowledge that is waiting for you. I love this. So this is what's coming in for you. Alignment. And I really want you to feel this here now. I really want you to feel these words. I am divine. Maybe you want to repeat them. Do it. It's powerful. If you can. I mean, some of you are at work. You got your earbuds in. Whisper it. It's okay. It's magic. Okay. I am divine. I am connected. I am expressive. I am loved. I am strong. I am creative. And I am safe. Queen of Pentacles, you're really going to feel it in your body and also around you. Things are going to look real stable. And it's going to be kind of ironic because it's going to be a storm at the same time. But you're going to be like, this is exactly what I needed to happen. Beautiful. Beautiful. Okay. Let's see. What's an obstacle that you might face this year? The Star. Lady here. And the Page of Swords. Not knowing your trajectory or where you're going. So you're going to complete the puzzle to something. You're going to have all the puzzle pieces finally. And the puzzle's all put together. And now you can see something for what it is. But perhaps you don't know what to do next. You know, it's that feeling when you literally finish a puzzle and you're like, okay, so now what do I do? This is the feeling that's going to happen this year. And it's a little bit of an obstacle. I don't know my destiny. I don't know where I'm going. I can't see exactly where all of this is taking me. That's the obstacle. There's also something that you may need to research or find out when it comes to health. Okay, this could be diet, this could be sleep, this could be nutrients. There's something that you need to attend to when it comes to your physical body, especially with the Queen of Pentacles. And your chakra alignment also includes taking care of your body. So wherever you've been slacking, actually, you might be feeling like I'm not getting enough sleep, but it's actually like I need more vitamin D, which is related. But, it's like you could be focusing on like I need this for my health, but there's something else you might need. This is why the Page of Swords is coming through. You need to do some more research or intuitive feeling of what your body is asking you to have more of. Okay? Like sometimes I'm at the grocery store and like my body's like orange, kiwi. I'm like, I wasn't planning to get those things, but it's an egg, it's like, holy cow. One day I just like woke up and ate 6 eggs. It was wild, but clearly I needed it. So there's something like that you could lean into. I want to know more about the storm. We'll see if we get there. How can you overcome this obstacle about your destiny, not really being sure about things? Maybe you're looking to heal something, you don't know how. We have Crossroads and the Star. The Star twice. How can you overcome this obstacle? The Crossroads. And this is the same image that's on the Moon card in this deck. Well, interesting information coming through because it was different for the first group. Well, not really, I guess. Anyways, the advice here is to take the road less traveled. When you find yourself at a crossroads here in 2026 and you're not sure where you're aligned, what path is more in alignment with you, choose the one that is more unfamiliar to you. Choose the one that contains a little bit of mystery, a little bit of like, that could be, that could be risky. I don't know what would happen there. Don't choose the tried and true path that you've been on for a long time. The blue path, I'm hearing. Knight of Swords, blue here too. There's something you're gonna have to overcome a fear with. Talk yourself up. I feel guided to just read this here. When you activate the hunter archetype, you are aligning your energy with the great creatures of the world. The lion, the wolf, the tiger, the shark. Do so with care. Yeah, interesting. I've seen some of those animals come through already, especially in group 1. And here we have the wolves. You're aligning yourself with the wolves. There's trust that you have to have. So when you don't know which way to go, choose the one that requires you to be courageous and fierce. Not overextending yourself, not stepping into a bad situation by any means, but one that you can't just passively sit there without making any changes. There's change coming for you this year, 555. It's on the agenda, okay? So what do you need to know as you step into this new year? Stay positive with this B. And King of Pentacles, Queen and King of Pentacles. Okay. This is a lot of earthly, grounded energy, good things happening in the material realm, stabilizing yourself. Some of you are going to find a home, a new home. You have to stay positive in your search for a new home, or you're going to change up your home. Someone might move out. I don't know. It doesn't have to be, but it's like something's changing in the home or in your environment. Some of you are changing offices or businesses or something, maybe like real estate wise. There's something here where the perfect thing is going to come when the time is right. You have to stay positive. You've pinged the universe and told the universe, this is what I need, this is what I want, and expect the universe to deliver. Maybe this pavement needs to be ripped up before your house can be built. Okay, that's for some of you. The house could be a metaphor too. It doesn't have to be an actual literal house. Stay positive in what you've built and what you can rebuild as well. So, Spirit, we didn't really answer what is this that's going to be revealed? Six of Cups. Some information about the past, maybe about family or your childhood, or it could be a past connection here. There's something that hasn't been quite clear in the memory arena. Tell me more. Queen of Wands. I'm hearing how you were valued, something about your value. This is also like literal abilities that have been passed to you. There's something about you stepping into your ancestry, like the magical side of your ancestral lineage. Three of Swords. You're a healer. You're also going to, this might not be for all of you, but I am seeing it here. You're also going to understand something. Is it someone else or is it your own? Someone else? Yeah, someone else. Six of Pentacles. You're also going to understand someone else's pain and suffering, their heartbreak, especially if it's been hiding from you. They maybe paved over it pretty well, but you're going to see it. It's going to be revealed. I'm not sure how exactly. There's a storm coming to do that. Okay, you're safe 100% through the storm. Queen and King of Pentacles. Aligned. Stay positive. All right, group 2. That's what I have for you. I hope that helped. I love you so much. I'll see you next time. Last but not least, let's see. Group 3. What do we have for you? Field Notes. 753. I feel like that's one of my favorite charms, and I don't even know what it means exactly. It always reminds me of like archaeology and excavating something, taking notes about what you've learned, being out in the world, out in the fields. Studying. So what's going on here? We have Laugh, Saturn. I'm just reshuffling the deck. I'll show you the card you chose in a second. But I just felt guided to turn on the camera right away as I did the reshuffling. Oh, there's a card showing itself. Harmony. This Metatron's cube. Okay, let's have a look at your card, group 3. The mountain. Field notes. Something about Tibet came through in the first group too. The mountain. Being inside the mountain and not on top of it. Going through. Okay, before I pull any cards out about this new year, I do want to answer these questions from the Hunter card here. What are you hunting? Why are you hunting it? And is the tool you hold so tightly in your grip truly needed for the task at hand? The Hunter in the mountain. Very interesting. Is it like this or is it like this? I feel like it's like this. It's like there's one energy here that's magnetizing or attracting this dark horse, this other energy. It's like you've sent out a beacon and now something's coming in, something's arriving, magnetized, pulled to you, this dark horse. You see that? Okay. And Saturn's a planet of time, karma, and restriction. Maybe you've been standing there. I mean, see how he's got his hand on his hip there? Maybe you've been standing there for a while being like, when's this coming in? And now the planets change. The gravity lifts. The restrictions lift on something here. Yeah, there's some kind of combining of energies that's going on. I'm also seeing this as Plato's cave, the allegory of the cave, where there's a realization that not everything is as it seems, that meaning can be constructed and sometimes isn't what we believe it is. But in this image, it's like you realize that. You're ready to leave the cave of illusions and shadows and confusion and see what's out there. And it's like because you're ready to leave the cave and you're standing on the threshold, you've sent out a beacon of energy, and here comes this dark horse, your chariot, to take you out of this mountain that you've needed to be in to figure something out. So your ride is coming. Ooh, I like it. Okay, so let's find out what you're hunting and all that stuff. Feeling like almost a little bit of nervousness. Okay. What's going on here for group 3? Yeah, you're standing at the edge there on the threshold. That's what you're hunting. Let me see. Wow, you are ready. You are ready to leave that mountain. Okay, let's see. What are you hiding for? Hiding for? Hiding? Hunting? Interesting. Heidi? What are you hiding for? What are you hiding for? Go on out of that cave. Your ride is here. Because look what you're hunting for. The Fool and success. A new life, a new timeline, a new chapter, a new opportunity, success. This is also being able to see different perspectives, different timelines, having a choice. You see this multifaceted perspective here. You've broken through the illusions and you realize it's not a one-way street, that there are many directions you can go in. Ooh, I love this. Okay, so why are you hunting for this new beginning, new timeline, positive signs, and the Six of Swords? Well, you've seen enough synchronicities and signs from Spirit to know that this is coming. You've had positive signs that the dark horse is on its way to pick you up. Your ride is coming, Six of Swords. I also feel like you've left behind this, or you will be, leaving behind this feeling of like, yeah, but is it real? What if that reading wasn't for me? What if my tarot reading that I did on myself is a lie? There's something here where you're having more faith and trust that your dark horse is coming. And the dark horse here is symbolizing an aspect of you that is brave, courageous, bold, wild, and free. It's also coming in as an energy offering some kind of unexpected shakeup and solution for you. It's a determined energy. So it's an aspect of you, but it could also be something external, a person or an opportunity of some sort. You're done looking for the signs, okay? You've seen the positive signs. You're done looking for them. You're ready to go. You are ready. Whatever you feel like, I don't know if I'm ready, you're ready. You're ready. Okay? Now, is the tool or the weapon you hold so tightly in your grip truly needed for the task at hand? We have dance and the 7 of Pentacles. I would say no. And you're the first group that has gotten a no for the tool. Because here you are waiting. Yeah, you've been working hard, you've been doing things, but there's something where you haven't taken it to the next step. You're dancing around something here. A decision maybe, a realization. There's cycles with the moon. One full moon comes, and then before you know it, it's the next full moon. You haven't done what you wanted to do yet. So patience has served you well, because the beacon needed to reach the horse, but it has reached the horse, okay? So you need to be standing out there ready to go when the horse comes. So maybe a little bit more patience. I don't feel like Spirit is saying leave the mountain just yet. The horse needs to arrive, but be ready at the same time. It's more of like the 9 of Pentacles energy you should focus on rather than the 7. You have everything you need, okay? It's not a matter of I need to get out of here right away. It's like I'm ready. I'm ready for the 10 of Pentacles. I'm ready for the next step. I don't get this message often, but I got abandon any failed projects, or like something's not working and it's like really messing with your energy. Like you feel all knotted up about it. Say no to it, cancel it, move on to something else. Maybe you can come back to it, but I'm getting like abandon it. The 7 of Pentacles. It's like there's another thing to attend to. Okay, so interesting. Let's get into the rest of the reading and see what else wants to come through for you. Group 3. Dragonfly, moving in all different directions. Field notes. You have a lot of information you're taking with you. What's the laugh about? Mother Earth. This heart. Isn't that beautiful? Well, what are you laughing about? Healing karma. Well, maybe you need to laugh with your angels. You know, something has been a little bit difficult. Can you laugh at that difficulty? Can you find the karmic humor in it? Maybe not yet. Maybe you will one day. There's something about that. So let's see. Let's see what's up for group 3 in 2026. There is something about 2023, 2021, and 1993 that is specific for you. Maybe you want to think back to the eve of those years, maybe New Year's Eve, or like right before those years started, what was going on. You may feel like someone's putting on a performance with something. What do you want to say about the performance? It's like, whatever, who cares? Okay. For group 3. Oh, you know what card I didn't pull for you is one of those. Let's see. Tell me more about the mountain and the hunter. What's going on here for group 3? Mountain and the Hunter for 2026. This new beginning. What's happening? More information. What do we need to see? Yep. Opportunity. Caterpillar. Number 4. A new opportunity. Yep. It's happening. This could be something that you started manifesting in 2024. So I'm also getting when you're 4 years old, which is a long time ago. Yeah, feels like something that maybe you didn't know if you could do this, if you should do this, if it was ever coming. All right. Some of you are going to get a cat. Okay, let's see. What do you need to leave behind? We have confidence and the 7 of Cups. Well, what's going on here? Trying to find your confidence to take that leap of faith. But you're not sure how to do that, what to do. It's like you're looking at all the different things, all the different options, not feeling confident about choosing one thing over the other. So there's some indecision here, a lack of self-confidence that you're leaving behind. You're leaving in 2025, never to be seen again. I'm kidding. Some of you may have been trying to feel confident in ways that don't really speak to your soul or aren't really doing the job. Maybe this is through identity or self-image or, more superficial things, which is not, it's totally fine, but it hasn't been working for you. Okay, it's not all the confidence you need. You needed another kind of confidence, the confidence to take that leap of faith, the confidence to know that the dark horse is there because it's you too. You're coming to save yourself, I'm hearing. The answer, the way to get out of this energy where you feel like you don't know which way to go, you're not confident about your direction, is to look inside you. Look where she's pointing, inside her heart. It's not out there. It's not, in the numbers. It's not in the places. It's not in the people. It's not out there. It's within you. Does that make sense? Like you could be looking at different things, trying to tally up like, okay, well, this will do this and that will do that. But that's not where you find the confidence. The confidence is the Hermit, what your inner wisdom is guiding you towards, your inner light. You've learned a lot in that cave, what is real and what is not real. You know now. So some of the things that you might be looking at to make your decision, it's like you're going back in the cave. You're looking at things that are just kind of surface. You have to go beyond that. And to go beyond the surface level of your options and opportunities, you have to look within. Okay? And also there's a confidence here that you're going to have in 2026 that you do know the truth, that you do know what's real and what's not real. Any kind of feelings of like, I don't know if I'm Delulu or if this person's really who they say they are, or if I'm making the right choice, all of that should be and can be left behind in 2025. Leave it in that year. Okay. What is it that's coming in for you? Independence. Yeah, the 9 of Pentacles. That's the energy, right? Independence and justice. It's wolf howling at the moon. You're calling for justice. And your call has been heard. Okay? Your call for rebalancing your life has been heard. Independence, looking within, making a choice independently of other people. Or it's not other people, but it's like of the external factors. It's like this is a really basic example and not what you're going through. But it's like you want to buy a car and you're looking at, what do they call it? I don't know, the information, the specs, right, of the car. Like what, is it a V8, V6, what, is it turbocharged, is it not, 4-door, blah, 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 blah. You're looking at all the things side by side, comparing it. And it's like on paper, this thing is better in this way, but that thing's better in that way, and this doesn't have that. And you're kind of like, I don't know which one to choose. Meanwhile, your intuition is like, I want this car. I don't know exactly why, but it's just calling to me. And that's the vehicle you need to choose. The spiritual vehicle, the horse, the way through. Okay? Independent choice, not looking at the specs. Okay, so there's justice, real justice coming through. Can we get more on justice? The Sun, the Four of Swords. Ooh, rest, relaxation. You are exhausted. The Nine of Wands. Yeah, well, you've been in that cave trying to dig your way out for a long time in that mountain. You climbed a mountain, then you were stuck in it. My gosh. Okay, so no wonder you're exhausted. And I don't mean that like, you did something wrong. It's just you went through a little bit of a rough patch recently. Okay? And the justice is coming, your growth. Look, you're literally on a horse. You catch your ride. And it's nice because now you don't have to do all the walking. You got spirit helping you so you can relax. I love it. You're carving your own path too. Some of you are looking at this car or that car, and spirit's going to come through and be like, well, what about this horse? So there's like a third option you haven't considered. And as soon as you see it, you'll know that that's the opportunity. Okay. What is an obstacle coming through for you? New perspective and the Knight of Cups. A new perspective presents an obstacle for you. Can I find out why is this new perspective an obstacle? It's almost like you can't believe it. I can't believe this is happening. It's something that feels too good to be true, perhaps. Well, what is it? Yeah, the laughing. What is it? Seven of Swords. Three of Pentacles, Four of Pentacles, Eight of Pentacles, and the King of Cups. Well, are you slaving away at something? Somebody's assessing your work, Group 3, work harder. I don't like that. Try again, start over. It's like a dictator energy, like I'm hearing a rude, cheesy boss, or somebody in your life who's very dictatorial in some way. There's like an energy here of like, we can work together, we can find out the solution together, but then somebody just hunkers down in their stubborn energy. This feels aimless, like you're trying to get something to work with someone and it just ain't. Okay, and it feels like you're spinning your wheels here with this energy. And a new perspective comes in, maybe even a new opportunity, like a new person or a new job, and it's different. It has a lighter energy. Knight of Cups. It's softer. It's not this cold King of Cups energy. It maybe is something new, like a startup or like a new project, or maybe even someone a little bit younger than you. They offer you a new perspective of how something could be, that you don't have to slave away at whatever this is. But it's a challenge because I feel like you've dedicated a lot of time and energy into this. But look, you're exhausted. This is where you got to trust your intuition. The dark horse has come in for you to give you a ride, to ease your burdens and erase your confusion, to give you confidence. There's somebody here who's beaten on your confidence. Could be like society at large too, and you want to turn your perspective, your attention elsewhere now to the demands placed upon you as, I don't know, as a mother, as a tarot reader, as a healer, as a death doula, as a man, as a woman, whatever it is, right? Like, it's like, enough's enough. I have a new perspective of where I could go with my heart. You should read Plato's Cave, the allegory of the cave, if you haven't already, because, or, watch a video on it, because I feel like it's very central to your message. So, how can you overcome this obstacle? Believe with the Queen of Cups. Amazing. Another horse, but a unicorn now. Believe that you have something unique and magical within you and around you that you can both receive and give, that there are many different sides to you, and that you're able to shut down someone who is tyrannical in your energy, demanding, bossy, controlling. Okay? Believe in yourself. Believe in yourself that you can take care of yourself and that you love yourself. Believe that you love yourself. Start there and then see if it grows into that. I think you do love yourself, but there's somebody here who's just been hitting on your confidence. And Spirit wants you in 2026 to alleviate you from that feeling by giving you an opportunity. But this opportunity has a new perspective attached to it, and that might be a little bit difficult to fully get on board with. But it's justice for you. Believe in your creativity too, and believe that you are loved and that you can be loved if you don't feel that way now. Anything else? Judgment. Yeah, I feel like there's new energy coming through for you. Well, the Fool, I know there is. It's an awakening, an emotional awakening too. I feel like you've kind of dampened your emotions because someone hasn't been things have been hard around you. That's for sure. And then on the other side of laugh, it says sweet. Someone sweet or something sweet, a sweet opportunity that lifts your spirits. Saturn is lifting its restrictions. Okay, so let's see. What do you need to know as you step into the new year? Wish. And the Five of Wands. Ooh, this is how we started. We've come full circle. These were the first two cards, I believe, out for group 1. And I shuffled. Interesting. Full circle. So you're coming full circle with something in a positive way. Oh no, they got Harmony and Five of Wands, but I think Wish also came through. Maybe you should watch group 1. So what are you wishing for with the Five of Wands? Are you wishing for harmony? Most likely. I mean, I would imagine. The Magician and the King of Swords. Yeah, to get out of conflict or to beat the conflict, to not be stuck under someone's thumb or in a situation where you just feel like nothing's real. Nothing means anything, It's kind of like, what does this all mean? There's a wish to get out of that. Tell me more about the Five of Wands. What's going on here? Crossroads. Some of you may wish that some situation you're in now, okay, a relationship, a job, whatever, family dynamic, would change, that there would be less conflict, that you would be able to manifest that, And maybe that somebody wouldn't be so cold, or they would be able to see the truth. I feel like Spirit's putting you at a crossroads, okay? And your guidance is to take the new path with the Fool. Stay positive and harmony. There's the harmony you desire, yeah. To stay positive, that harmony can be yours, but it feels like it comes through on a new path. Can I have one more? Eagle Spirit. That you can fly away from this, okay? You're ready to spread your wings and fly. All right, group 3. I feel like you need one more. Is that true? Okay, let's see. Group 3. Can I get one closing message for group 3? What is it that they need to know to close this reading? Maybe you don't feel fully satisfied here. course, a heavy duty card comes out. 58, vanishing mirror, ego sublimation. I am going to read this. 58, and see if it gives you the something extra that you're seeking right now. Ego sublimation, letting go of self-centeredness, becoming a vessel of possibility. Do you ever wonder if your self-definition has become too rigid, too fixed around what you've come to learn, so that you contract your life into zones of safe versus unsafe? This here is okay, but over there, well, that might be too risky. Judgment, fear, self-righteousness, and overconfidence. Maybe that's it. I was reading this. Well, I do think it's lack of confidence. Is overconfidence really a mask for lack of confidence? And overconfidence are only some of the traits that keep you from evolving. We are all products of our conditioning, so remember that this is part of the human experience. You are not meant to remain static, seeking only what you expect. Even if it appears ambitious, it is still too narrow. You go nowhere when you hesitate to move out of your comfort zone. When you focus too much on yourself, this way you become a servant of the ego. It edges God out, removing the magic of possibility. Imagine looking into a mirror and seeing only what you are now. If you can let your self-definition soften, the Knight of Cups here, moving beyond the veil to your potential, a magical emptiness exists where all things are possible. Look again. Who could you be? What would you see reflected if you allowed yourself to be other than how you define yourself now? Nothing less is required of you now. In this moment, let go of who you think you are and allow a new you to emerge. You will recognize yourself as what you are, a partner in co-creation, in service to the divine. Doesn't it feel good? I hope so, because I do think 2026 is an exciting year for you, but you have to shed some skins and choose some unknown paths. All right, I love you so much. I'll see you next time.